Hi guys, and welcome. Now the question is, how can we add, enjoy, bring, share, hold, create, and have more positivity? That's what I'm going to cover on today's podcast. My name is Flemming Schmidt. I'm your host, and welcome to the Positive Outcome Show. Now, today, I wanted to share a bit about affirmation with you. And for those of you who might not know me, if this is the first time you're listening to the show, welcome to you as well. I'm honored that you have chosen to spend a few minutes with me, so thank you for that. If you do not know me, as I mentioned, my name is Flemming Schmidt. I'm a coach, I am an entrepreneur, and I'm a very proud dad. And my journey has been up and down, living life like everybody else. I have around 40 years of life experience. That's how I see it. I've hit rock bottom when I got through a divorce, and through that process of getting back up on my feet again, I was introduced to personal development and how much it can do for oneself. So it's a very, very powerful thing. And I fell in love with personal growth, personal development, and I've always been a very, very positive dude and always like to have fun, but it can also be serious. But that's just me. And what I find to work for me in regards to adding more positivity or having more positivity, that's what I'm going to cover here on these episodes. So that's me, and welcome to you. So here we go. Affirmations, right? Affirmations are things that you can tell yourself in the mirror, on the phone, or just in your head. I found it works best if you talk to yourself with voice, with sound. Meaning, if you're in your bathroom, looking at yourself in the mirror, and you're saying something to yourself, say it out loud. What I tend to say is, I'm enough and I'm safe, or I am wealth, or I am kindness. Those are the three things that I usually tell myself with sound, and it helps. It helps to program my subconscious. I read the book, which I can't remember. I'm putting it in the description, so look that up. That book is an amazing book. It talks about the subconscious and how we actually are able to remember everything, or put in in other words, everything that you have ever experienced since birth is stored in your memory, in your subconscious, and it is actually possible to recall all of these memories. Everything you have ever seen, heard, or read, it's stored in your memory, and we are able to recall all of these moments, all of these memories. It requires training to do so, but it's actually possible to do so. And it's not the fact that the memories are there that I'm wanting to have focus on, not today. But today I wanted to have focus on the part where you get to program your subconscious. I, for myself, for the longest time, you might have heard the story. If this is the first time, here we go. And if you heard it once before, I thought it might be fine to repeat it. I struggled a lot with acknowledgement. And I was seeking acknowledgement from a lot of people around me. My family, my parents, my siblings, my cousins, my uncles, friends, schoolmates, teachers, coaches, co-workers, teammates, everyone. I was seeking acknowledgement from everyone. And I think I even tried to seek acknowledgement from my pets as well. It didn't work out. Was kind of a weird one. Sorry. No. What I want to say is I was seeking acknowledgement from everyone else except me. I wasn't giving myself acknowledgement. And that really changed things around for me. So I started to do this practice where I came up with 5 things that I really liked about myself, or that I had to remember myself to feel. To attach the emotional connection is powerful. So I had to remind myself how I feel in a certain moment. And I did that. And the change, the level of boost or confidence or self-love, it just turned things around for me. And I became more confident. I became more aware of me, and I found myself thinking, hey, I am good enough. And I am safe. I am safe. It feels good. The first couple of times that I did that, I felt really, really weird. And I was actually thinking I was ready to be locked up, because this is something that normal people don't do. I'm sorry, but this is how it felt. But no, it was an amazing journey. It was an amazing transformation. I still do it today. Once a week, I affirm myself with the same things. Maybe it's time for me to change it up, because it's getting too easy. And when things get too comfortable or too easy, don't do a different exercise, just level it up so it becomes harder or more meaningful. So I might have to check that up and see if I need to change a few things around. Note to myself, if you're listening to this, Fleming, check up your affirmation. Anyway, if you imagine this, if you want to have more wealth, and I'm not talking financially wealth, but if you want to be abundant in love, in the relationships that you have, with the connection you have with your wife, your kids, with your siblings. If you want to have wealth, the emotional kind of abundantly wealthy, you got to start thinking or talking to yourself. You got to start programming your subconscious that you are wealthy, because again, this is my belief. Whatever energy you put out into the universe, the universe listens and responds with that amount of energy. But not the amount of it, but the same kind of it. It just gives you a stronger version of it. Meaning, if you always are negative towards yourself, that's the energy you put out. The universe listens to that and says, hey, Fleming, okay, I'm going to give you some more negative energy, since that's the thing you're asking for. Here you go. And you get more negative energy. I hope you get the point. That's how I see it, and I know a lot of people out there are kind of feeling somewhat in the same way about the energy in the universe. Some might talk about frequencies, different frequencies. If you want to be on a higher frequency, you gotta ask for or project a higher frequency. You gotta start thinking with a different frequency or a different energy. If you are always happy, positive, and that's the energy that you are going to give to the universe listens to you and is going to give you happy and positive energy in return. But you gotta stay happy and positive. It's not just enough to go, oh, today I'm going to be happy and I'm just sending that out, and tomorrow maybe just I'm going to be kind of a mid-range positive thing. I mean, it's not how it works. If you are going to be positive every day, all the time. It's gotta come from within. It's gotta come from your core value of you, that positivity and that energy that you project out. And affirmations can help you do that, to affirm yourself, to remove that doubt, to remove that insecurity. Go out and tell yourself that you are wealthy. Not necessarily in a financially way, but in an emotionally way. And if you tell yourself, yes, I'm wealthy, yes, I'm wealthy, yes, I'm wealthy, you are starting to program your subconscious to believe, to actually ask for the wealth fact, for the abundance in your life. And the same goes with the saying that you are enough and you are safe. You start to change your thought pattern or your subconscious thought pattern as well, to believe that you are enough. So that the feeling of not being worthy or the feeling of inefficiency, it becomes less and less important. And that you are safe is going to contribute to you being more confident. I hope this serves you in a good way. These things about affirmations, and again, I read a book about subconscious, how to I can't remember the title. I put that in the description. So look the description up. There's the book that I'm mentioning about that I mentioned. It's a great book about the subconscious mind, and it really has been an eye opener. And several times I had that aha moment throughout the book, and it just for me it just was a reminder to reconnect to these practices of to affirm yourself, and how powerful that can be. So if you are listening, thank you for that. And if you are a first-time listener, I honor you and thank you for taking the time. Go to the social media, type in Flemming Schmidt, find me, and if you want, follow me. Otherwise, let's connect. All right. Take care, have a great one, and talk to you again tomorrow. Oh yeah, for those of you who might not know this, I gave myself a challenge. It's kind of a tough one, but here we go. I gave myself a challenge to make an episode every day for a year, and it's about 10 or 15 minutes, and I'm trying to do this. So far so good. Missed a couple of days, but here we are, and I'm still trying to rock it. Hopefully. All right, take care and talk to you again soon. Bye.